After last year, I didn't know, if I would still play golf, and that's the main reason why it's still surreal. As long as I played, I knew I will give 100% and think about it later, but yeah, I was getting to a point where I needed something to happen, and that just happened, so.
How about that? From almost calling it quits to capturing his first Korn Ferry Tour win, Jeremy Gandon, the 2025 champion of the Club Car Championship. Good evening and welcome to Inside the Ropes on WJCL 22. Alongside Pat Tivlin, I'm Amy Zimmer. Our Rick Snow and Dave Williams will join us in just a few minutes. Over the next 30 minutes, we are bringing you a complete recap of the 2025 Club Car Championship.
You just heard from the 8th winner of Savannah's only professional golf tournament held annually at the Landings Golf and Athletic Club. Gandon lifting his first Korn Ferry Tour trophy in dramatic fashion.
And we'll have those highlights in just a few minutes. Let's first check in with forecaster Jada Russell.
Jada, this tournament wrapping up just in time. You're keeping an eye on some storms tomorrow night.
That's right, Pat and Amy. So what we're seeing right now is some rather clear conditions for us, and we'll see this rolling into tomorrow morning. However, our afternoon is going to be chock full of some storms of the severe kind. So what we're seeing right now is 72 degrees out the door. We're also seeing about a 13-mile-per-hour breeze. We're going to continue to see breezes throughout the next couple of days this week, especially as we're under this slight risk of severe weather. So here's our biggest impacts right now. We've got downpours expected, as well as some strong winds, 30-plus miles per hour. We're also expecting severe storms with some thunder chances. So let's walk through what that's going to look like for tomorrow. Most of our day will consist of some cloud cover, and then moving into our afternoon, that's when we start to see those rain chances move through right around the noon to 11 p.m. hour. A great deal of that opportunity will knock us down a bit into those 70s for the next couple of days. So it'll be a shock to the system, but you can download the WJCL 22 News app to keep up to date with that timing and the expectations with those impacts.
All right, thanks so much, Jada. Now let's take you back to the Deer Creek course where Sunday saw multiple lead changes.
And for the second straight year, a playoff needed to determine a champion.
Here's a look at Sunday's final round highlights. Nice Sunday crowd for the final round of the Club Car Championship, and former Armstrong State standout Shad Tootin giving spectators plenty to cheer about on the par 4 fifth hole. Sinks the birdie putt, his fifth on the front 9. He would card a 68 and finish in the top 15 at 12 under. Sticking with the local stars, former Hilton Head Christian standout in Clemson Tiger Bryson Nimmer wrapping up his second straight year playing the weekend of the Club Car Championship. He taps in for par on 18, turning in a 68, finishes 5 under for the tournament. To the par 4 ninth hole, Cole Sherwood making the turn on a strong note. He taps in for birdie, his fifth on the front 9. He fires a 64 Sunday, tied for third at 16 under. On the par 5 6th hole, James Nicklaus riding a hot hand. 2 straight birdies, make it 3, birdie 7 as well, and pull within a stroke of the lead at the time. However, finished tied for 13th at 13 under. In the group directly behind him, the round 1 leader Johnny Kiefer chipping from the rough, unable to hit it cleanly. Catches a nice bounce though, hits the flagstick and drops in. An eagle for the Korn Ferry Tour rookie, his first of the tournament. He tied for 6th at 14 under. Jumping over to the par 5 14th hole, Austin hit just off the green. Hard putt up the hill, third eagle of the weekend. Hit an up and down day, leaving him tied for 15th at 12 under. The final group of the day who both entered with a 2-stroke lead, Russell Knox and Garrick Higo. Here's Knox on hole 6, sending a pitch shot from 40 yards out. Perfect amount of backspin, sets him up for his second birdie of the day. However, not able to keep it going on the back 9, finishing tied for third at 16 under. To the 18th green where things heat up, the solo leader Rick Lamb coming in at 17 under, sizing up a birdie putt about 20 feet away, trying to get down to 18 under, yet he runs it right past the cup. He takes the 1-stroke lead into the clubhouse, patiently awaiting the final group. Jeremy Gandon birdied 17, taking him to 17 under, now on 18, going for the win with birdie opportunity. Yet the ball trails off to the right and does not fall. Gandon looking for a 2-footer coming back to the hole, drains its center cup. He finishes at 17 under, forcing a playoff. Lamb and Gandon back to 18. Here's Lamb putting for birdie, gives it a nice roll, but too much speed. He tapped in for par. Gandon's second shot landed in the bunker. Needs to get up and down for the win. Beautiful touch from the greenside bunker. Sets up a 3-footer for the win. And the Frenchman, who now lives in Dallas, a champion in Savannah. His first Korn Ferry Tour win coming in a playoff at the Deer Creek course.
Probably sound cliche, but it was just kind of staying in the process and approach every shot with the same intention and try to give my best on every shot. And even today I felt like I struggled a little bit. I didn't have my best game, and towards the end hit a few good shots. The putts went in, and yeah, just thrilled.
Gandon becoming the first rookie winner and 5th first-time winner of the 2025 Korn Ferry Tour season.
And Allez les Bleus, the
I was waiting for
28-year-old,
that.
becomes just the second French player to win on the Korn Ferry Tour. So here's a look at the final round leaderboard. Gandon needing just 1 hole to win the playoff. Meanwhile, Rick Lamb records his first career runner-up finish and his first top 3 finish on tour since 2019. Finishing in a 3-way tie, just 1 stroke back, Cole Sherwood, Higo, and Russell Knox. How about a whopping 7 pros finishing tied for 6th at 14 under?
And we are just getting started here on Inside the Ropes. Coming up, checking in with former Clemson and Hilton Head Christian standout Bryson Nimmer.
Plus, how about former Armstrong State golfer Shad Tootin soared up the leaderboard? All that and more when Inside the Ropes returns. Stay with us.
You're watching Inside the Ropes. As we showed you earlier, there was some great golf played at this year's Club Card Championship, and it was a packed leaderboard throughout all 4 rounds.
It also had plenty of local flavor to it. How about a couple of golfers from right here in the Savannah and the Low Country hanging around for the weekend and playing pretty well? Our Dave Williams has more.
Bluffton native Bryson Nimmer needed a par putt on his final hole in the darkness on Friday to even make the cut and play the weekend. But he took advantage of that second chance, finishing Sunday with a 3-under par 69 for a 5-under total for the tournament.
It was better today. I kind of finally figured the putting out, which is unfortunate that it's on the final round, but it was better. I mean, got a lot to work on, but getting there.
And it was made even better because Nimmer was able to do it so close to home.
I love this event. I always love playing this one, always will. I mean, just having my family out here and getting to be down here in this weather and everything, it's just hard to beat.
Former Armstrong State golfer Shad Tootin had quite the remarkable weekend. After battling a heart problem for the last year or so, Tootin shot a final round 4-under par 68, finishing the tournament at 12-under par as he tries to get back to full strength.
It's one of those things that you think that would never happen to you, and when it does, you know, it's something that you fight tooth and nail to come back. But unless you feel just like you did, it's even if I didn't feel well and I came to play, you know, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. But I feel great.
What feels even better is being able to play in Savannah.
You know, to be playing in front of all your friends and family and have the support that you do, especially coming here, is second to none. Honestly, it's something that I honestly think about this tournament all year. I prep for this tournament all year.
The Korn Ferry Tour will take next week off and then will resume play in 2 weeks, and that's where Shad Tootin will plan to play in the event in Sarasota, Florida. As for Bryson Nimmer, he doesn't know what's next for him, as he'll have to kind of wait to see where he is in the points before he determines his next event. In Savannah, Dave Williams, WJCL 22 News.
All right, thanks so much, Dave. The 8th playing of the Club Card Championship was one to remember, and as always, golfers telling us it's one of their favorite events.
And it's here to stay. Club Car and the Korn Ferry Tour agreeing to a 4-year extension for Club Car to remain the title sponsor of the Club Car Championship at the Landings Golf and Athletic Club, with the extension beginning in 2026 and running through 2029.
And additionally, a 4-year extension was announced with the Landings Golf and Athletic Club to continue as presenting sponsor, ensuring its Deer Creek course that you see on your screen there will continue to host the annual Korn Ferry Tour event. The Deer Creek was opened in the summer of 1991. It offers wide fairways, but its par 3s are some of the toughest on the coast. The signature hole, of course, number 18, and the par 5 finisher is played along and then over the marsh to the green. And all the players telling us about the mint condition of the course, especially those greens.
Plus the ecosystem, the way it kind of shapes the rest of the holes. And to the tournament organizers, well, they want to keep the Deer Creek course beautiful for generations to come. Riley Miller has more.
Good evening. While the pros are out on the greens, tournament organizers are working to go green as well. This year marks number 8 for the Club Car Championship, and each year organizers work to make the tournament more eco-friendly.
Putting on an event like this that has a footprint on both the area and our environment, so we want to make sure that whatever we're doing, we're trying to, you know, not leave too big of a footprint.
One way the tournament is doing that is by eliminating plastic in all hospitality venues.
Sort of switching to either compostable materials or completely reusable materials, and just continuing to grow those initiatives.
All cups on the course are aluminum to cut down on waste, but the initiative is twofold.
We have a partnership with the Hunter Army Airfield Recycling Center. They buy all of our recycling throughout the tournament, and we donate that money to charity.
As our meteorologists have told you, it's a hot one this year. To further cut down on waste, the tournament has free water refill stations throughout the course, and spectators are encouraged to bring their own reusable cups to use as they stay hydrated. If you're coming out, you'll also see plenty of compost bins along the course.
We had 33 cubic yards of compost, and we expect to have more this year as well. And we just encourage fans to be green conscious when they're out here.
Another way tournament organizers are working to go green is by going electronic. This year, both tickets and parking passes will be digital, so make sure those phones are charged. For now, I'm Riley Miller. Back over to you.
All right, thanks so much, Riley. Still to come on Inside the Ropes, checking in with the Club Car Championship Tournament Director after crowning its 8th winner.
That's right, going one-on-one with Britt Donahue, who just wrapped up his first year in charge. Our Rick Snow has the story on the other side of the break.
You're watching Inside the Ropes. The Club Car Championship at the Landings Golf and Athletic Club was under new leadership this year. This past December, Britt Donahue was named the new tournament director of Savannah's only professional golf tournament. Donahue has been the assistant tournament director for the past 2 years. Prior to that, he was involved in sales and operations with the event. He replaced Cheyenne Overby, who served as tournament director since 2018. There she is, and she left for a position with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And Donahue officially putting a bow on his first year as tournament director.
But not much time for rest, as planning for the 2026 event is already underway. Our Rick Snow spoke with Donahue at the conclusion of this year's tournament.
We're here with tournament director Britt Donahue, and this is his first year as the tournament director, but you're not the first year here in Savannah. What's the biggest difference for you as the director as opposed to just working on the staff?
Everybody's looking at you at the end of the day, right? So usually I had a little bit of a buffer, and now it all kind of falls on my shoulders, but it felt great. I have a great team behind me, so they make it easy. I depend on them more than they depend on me, so it's amazing.
Everything went so smoothly this week, and weather was great. Did you plan that?
I absolutely did. I planned it out weeks in advance. I've had this planned.
Good plan. Just enough wind to keep the gnats away too.
That's right. That's right. I mean, it's hot out here, but with this wind, it felt great. And then we weren't swatting today, so that's good.
Now, tournament's just over. Take a deep breath. When do you start on next year's tournament?
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yep, tomorrow.
Yeah. What's the first thing you're going to have to do?
Well, okay, I shouldn't say tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to sleep. I'm going to sleep a lot.
I don't blame you for that.
Yeah, and then we'll start tearing down all this stuff. So it's bittersweet. You look forward to seeing that finishing putt on Sunday. Then it's over, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh man, I have to wait another year for this. So just kind of getting this stuff teared down, taking a little break, and then just reaching out to partners and reaching out to everybody involved this year to get them back signed on next year.
Well, Britt, congratulations on a great tournament, great finish, and we'll see you next year. Britt Donahue, the tournament director of the Club Car Championship. Back to you, Amy.
All right, thank you, Rick. The reigning tournament of the year for the Korn Ferry Tour, always finding ways to improve.
Yeah, from the moment you arrived to the final putt, truly a championship level experience at the Landings Golf and Athletic Club.
And the Club Car Championship also always giving back. This year, the tournament doing something extraordinary for the families of the fallen soldiers.
Lydia Blackstone shows us.
An impressive showcase of military might spread throughout the Club Car Championship for Military Appreciation Day. And for Andy DeCola, it all just reminds her of her son who served.
So they really do sacrifice a lot of their time to be a part of the Army and the military.
She knows what it means to be an Army mom. Her son Matthew served as a Ranger. So when she heard the news of the 4 Fort Stewart soldiers who passed away in Lithuania, it hit her hard.
I feel like I wanted to cry. I just couldn't imagine that happening on a training mission, and I couldn't imagine what those guys went through. And it just broke my heart. And I thought, oh, that could have easily been my son.
She's involved with the Landings Military Relief Fund, who was requested to help raise $10,000 to send all the widowed spouses over to Lithuania.
I think they will have more of a closure going over to the country, and the Lithuanians, they really felt horrible about the accident, and they just wanted to bring them all over and maybe have a memorial or such for them.
The company she works for, Vereen's Turf Products, helped keep the course green and lush. So when they heard of the need, they donated the money to make it happen.
This was huge for our small company. I like to think that we have big hearts, especially where the military is concerned.
Andy's inspiring story shared from the stage Saturday at the Club Car Championship, thankful for the service and sacrifice of the families like her own. At the Club Car Championship at the Landings, Lydia Blackstone, WJCL 22 News.
All right, thank you, Lydia. GoFundMe pages have also been set up for the families of the fallen. A link to them can be found over on our website, WJCL.com.
Yeah, we'll have more from the Club Car Championship after the break.
Welcome back to Inside the Ropes, wrapping up our coverage of the Club Car Championship by highlighting some big-time performances on the final day.
Yeah, we began with the 157 golfers, only the top 70 getting to see the weekend, and on Sunday, the real gamers coming out to play and put up a low score. Starting with the shot of the day, let's go to the par 5-6 hole. Johnny Kiefer in the rough below the hole on the right side of the green. Gets a whole lot of turf, but also a nice bounce and a roll. Ball hits the flag and goes in, an eagle for the Korn Ferry Tour rookie. They don't ask how it went in, they just ask how many did it take. He shrugs and says, that's how I drew it up. His lone eagle on the weekend as he finished at 14 under and tied for 6th. Here's another look at our leaderboard. 6 other competitors joining Kiefer at tied for 6th.
And then at the top is the champion, Jeremy Gandon, who defeated Rick Lamb in the playoff. Russell Knox had a chance to join them, but could not deliver a birdie on the 18th hole. Right behind them, Cole Sherwood, who was the clubhouse leader at one point. He delivered the lowest round of Sunday. The 23-year-old firing an 8 under 64, tying his career low round. He would finish the Club Car Championship tied for 3rd at 16 under, his second top 3 finish in his last 3 events. And all of these players putting in the work on the Korn Ferry Tour, also known as the path to the PGA Tour.
Let's check in on the stop on the PGA at the Valero Texas Open, where Savannah native Brian Harman led from start to finish, picking up his 4th victory on tour and his first since 2023 when he won the Open. It's been an up and down road since then, yet Harman pulling it all together and finding his groove just in time for major season.
Yeah, really took a step back after the players. I had some big expectations there. Been playing well, just hadn't been shooting any good scores. It's kind of hard to put into words, but this week came out firing on all cylinders the last 2 days, and it was a struggle this last 2 days, but yeah, just proud of the way I handled the last 2 days.
Soon Harman, alongside 68 other golfers, will compete at the RBC Heritage, South Carolina's only PGA Tour signature event. Reigning champ Scotty Scheffler will be there, as well as us, with another edition of Inside the Ropes from Harbour Town. And that's going to do it for this edition of Inside the Ropes at the Club Car Championship. For Pat Timlin, Dave Williams, Rick Snow, we appreciate you being part of it. Have a great night.